The lights go off late again, and tomorrow already feels heavier than today. The dream of independence fades as every customer request turns into another urgent demand on your time. This happens when the entrepreneur's story feels heroic, but the daily reality is routine and constant pressure. A small business often starts from skill, yet skill alone cannot create a business that works. When the owner becomes the main engine, exhaustion becomes normal, and the business begins to feel like a burden. The real danger is losing vision, then replacing it with non-stop activity that never creates stability. Imagine a talented craftsperson opening a shop, then getting pulled into sales, phones, billing, and repairs daily. The work multiplies until quality slips, customers complain, and the owner feels trapped by the very business created. You will learn how to escape the technician trap by building systems, standards, and a model that can scale. This video is inspired by the E-myth revisited by Gerber, and subscribe for system-building lessons that help owners escape technician traps. An entrepreneurial seizure is a sudden conviction that skill at the work means you can run the business. The fatal assumption is believing technical competence equals business competence, even though they are different. This confusion makes technical skill a liability as the owner keeps doing work instead of building a system. The business becomes a place to go to work, not an organization designed to deliver results predictably. One pattern is a talented baker opening a pie shop, then waking at dawn to bake and manage everything alone. After months of debt and exhaustion, the smell of the product becomes associated with pressure rather than pride. This is how a dream can turn into a technician nightmare, with many new jobs added and no training for them. The owner works harder, but the real issue is doing the wrong work, tasks instead of designing the business. List the non-technical roles you are already doing, such as selling, buying, scheduling, bookkeeping, and customer recovery. Then decide which outcomes must be systemized first, so the business stops depending on heroic personal effort. Every owner plays 3 roles: the entrepreneur who imagines, the manager who organizes, and the technician who executes. The internal conflict arises because each role seeks control, pulling decisions toward its own comfort. Most owners tend to focus heavily on the technician role, leading to a day filled with action and neglecting strategy. This imbalance creates chaos as vision lacks structure and structure lacks consistent follow-through. A common scenario is dreaming about expansion in the morning, only to spend the afternoon addressing urgent issues. Another scenario is meticulously building detailed rules, only to break them under pressure to complete the next task. A mature approach starts with a clear picture of what the business should become, then designs work to align with that vision. The true entrepreneurial question is, I wonder what that business would be, which is the essence of future work. Observe a full day and label moments as future work, management work, or technical work, then count them. Rebalance by reserving a small daily block for future work and protect it as you would a customer appointment. The turnkey revolution is building a business around a system that produces results without constant improvisation. A system is the integrated set of steps that connects people, tools, and decisions into one repeatable method. This approach moves a business from chaos to order by making outcomes depend on design, not personality. It also changes what gets rewarded, as consistency, training, and documented steps become central priorities. In a business format franchise, the operator learns how to run the system, not just how to do the work. After the system is learned, the operator turns the key and the business runs through the designed method. The franchise prototype is the model where assumptions are tested until the only question becomes, does it work? Once proven, the system runs the business, and people run the system through standard work. Begin by identifying one customer promise, then design the smallest set of steps that always fulfill it. If repeatable systems and prototype thinking matter to you, then subscribe for more methods that turn chaos into repeatable results. The business is not your life, and treating it as such can lead to confusion and exhaustion. At its best, the business should be separate from you, with one primary function: to find and keep customers. When this separation is clear, the business can serve your life instead of controlling your daily choices. This is why working on the business matters, as design work can change outcomes faster than simply putting in more effort. If the business depends on your presence, customers are buying your unique ability, not the business's capability. This dependence turns ownership into the worst job, as leaving means the work and revenue stop. A practical way to shift is to imagine the business as a prototype for 5,000 more copies. That mindset forces the creation of documentation, training, and standards because clones cannot rely on personal heroics. Choose one service, document the steps, train someone to follow them, and measure whether the results match. Repeat this process weekly until your calendar shows more design time and fewer emergencies that only you can solve. A business development program is a step-by-step process that transforms a business into a model capable of scaling to thousands. Its goal is to create a franchise prototype, a perfectly organized model that operates efficiently without constant supervision. The program consists of 7 steps, including defining the primary aim, setting strategic objectives, and establishing strategies for organization, management, people, marketing, and systems. The primary aim is your personal answer to what you value most and what kind of life you aspire to. The strategic objective is a clear statement of what the business must achieve to realize that primary aim. It turns into a list of simple standards for implementation, allowing for measurable progress without rationalization. Many business owners attempt to delegate accountability to experienced hires, but this can lead to abdication rather than effective leadership. Delegation means sharing tasks while maintaining ownership of standards, direction, and results as a responsible leader. Build a management system where people manage the system, as the system itself produces the desired results. Begin by writing your primary aim and strategic objective standards, then document one process in an operations manual. The goal is not to work longer hours, but to design a business that functions independently of its owner. Begin by rejecting the myth that technical excellence alone ensures a business runs smoothly. The shift starts by recognizing the 3 roles within you and assigning each one a task it can excel at. Next, create a franchise prototype and a turnkey system where results depend on effective design. Working on the business becomes routine when it serves your life and focuses on acquiring and retaining customers. A business development program then transforms vision into standards, manuals, and measurable progress towards strategic objectives. The reward is order, predictability, and the ability to leave without everything falling into chaos. Start today by writing your primary aim, then define one standard your business must meet to achieve it. This week, build one documented process and test whether someone else can run it without your constant presence. For more guidance on creating systems that protect your time, subscribe for future breakdowns with clear steps and examples.